Alright, so I brought my rotors back today, so you can see on them I have like front with the direction and the rear with the direction. They're actually like opposite, like gear side on one, the gear side's on the other side, so they're just opposite. You'll see why I have the directions on when I get setting them up. So I got all my seals here, like I'm just reusing the corner seals. I'll show you like the specifications and all that for that. And I got this stuff like with Rotary Aviation's rebuild kits. They just give you this strip of freaking rubber freaking plug material stuff. So I chopped that so it'll make those little inserts that go in the little holes there on the corner seals. So I'll do that after, and then I got like the oil control ring, freaking O-rings there, and then these Apex seals I got from my buddy. Yeah, I'm freaking with some car he bought there, but they're like old school like Rotary Aviation seals there. So you can see they come with springs, but I got like some the RA Racing springs, so they're a stiffer spring. I think it's like just a higher nickel content and all that to them, but see, so they're freaking pretty good. These are like the classics, just the older style. Like these ones are even numbered, so they're matched. Like the newer ones aren't matched. You can just use any corner piece, but either way they'll still work pretty good for $100 too. So then last I got like my used friggin' side seals right here, so I got those all measured up and stuff. So I'm just gonna pretty much get these soaking in the fire salt and get them one last final cleaning, so I can clean out those friggin' rings around where the oil control rings go, and I'll get these things all ready to go for the build, because like that's pretty much just all that's left is get those ready, and then I can start building. Alright, some of the necessities here for getting the rotors ready are freaking crazy glue just to hold shit together, and then Vaseline just so everything's nice and smooth. So yeah, you'll see what I need those for afterwards, but I'm just about to get started now. Alright, so I washed those off one more time in the Varsol, so they're pretty much all good to go. So I'm just going to let them dry, but right now I'm going to get the Apex seals. And what I need the crazy glue for is, because you can see these are a two-piece seal. If you remember like on my other ones there, hold on a second. Yeah, on my other ones they're the three-piece seal. Remember they had that split right down the center there, but these are like the two-piece, like an upgraded version, but they come in the two pieces with the one little small corner piece and then the long Apex seal freaking. But basically you just like crazy glue them together just so they don't fall out, because like that little piece can fall out, and like I've heard of them getting like stuck in between the rotor housing and iron when it was clamped down, and like just completely messed up both of those, plus the little corner piece. So just freaking crazy glue them in place, and then you don't have to worry about them popping out. So just about to do that. I gotta grab a old iron just so it's a nice flat surface and it's still metallic, so can freaking put it together and still get it off of it afterwards. So just about to do that, and I'll freaking make a clip once I start. Alright, so I got the seals glued together now, so it's kind of a tedious little task there. Like you end up gluing them to the freaking iron and shit, and you gotta scrape them off. So like it's best to just put like dab on each side of this or each piece there, and freaking so when you glue them together and you set them together, kind of just like move it around a little bit just till it tacks. So just gonna let these friggin' dry up nice and strong, so they're all good to go, all the numbers match up. So freaking right, so another little step done. Alright, so I got the rotor here. I'm just gonna finish it off before I put it in for the final soak. So I'm just gonna have like a little thing right here. I'm gonna just go down in the corner seals there, clean those out real good, and then go with this afterwards. It's like a little flat wire wheel thing, and then just go around like the grooves for the freaking oil control ring. So I'm just about to clean those up, then they can go for a quick rinse off in the parts cleaner, and freaking I can start assembling those. Alright, so I went around those corner seal grooves there, so they're nice and clean, and freaking just in where the oil control rings sit, they're freaking cleaned out. So I'll just soak those things, freaking get working on some other stuff. Alright, so now I got like the oil control rings all set out here. So you can see these are the inners. They're a little bit smaller, and then there's the outers right here. Freaking but you got to be careful with these things. When I was building my other engine, I dropped one of these and it cracked. So they're like just cast iron, so it's pretty fragile there. So you can tell the difference between these. You can see these ones are a little bit thicker, and they're not as wide as these. These ones are thinner, but like if you're in like a really big bind, you can't tell which ones. Like just put them all on your hand. You can see like the height difference for like the outers and inners. So yeah, freaking get setting those all up now. So just give me a minute here. Alright, so this is where the Vaseline's gonna come in right now. So if we can get a nice big glob of this crap here, start with the first inner right here. Just go around and give her a nice freaking glob. Just spooge it all around there. Freaking rights. So yeah, got a nice big glob of freaking Vaseline all there. Just set my camera on the tripod because this is freaking messy as hell. So then just get this first one. So I'll just pretty much just start at one side here. Just right there, and just slowly kind of work your way around. Try not to twist this. Should go in there pretty easily. There, so you can see now it's in there. Freaking no twisting or anything. It's got lots of Vaseline there, but I'm gonna go around here and just freaking fill it right in. Yeah, so there's one done. Set her off to the side here. So the same thing, just freaking glob them all up nice and good. Sorry I go off camera there. Freaking. Let's get the next one here. Yeah, the lip of some of these oil control rings get pretty sharp, so just make sure you don't tear any of the oil control rings. So you just pretty much just work it around there. It'll just pretty much pop right into place. Like you don't have to force it or anything. Give this one some more freaking goop. Yeah, just spooging the shit around. Yeah, just double check that you're not twisting any of them. So just make sure there and get some more Vaseline here. Freaking right. Stuff is slimy as hell. At least when you're done, your hands will be nice and soft from all the Vaseline though. And just the last one, inner here. Get a nice coat of Vaseline on her there. And just start in one side. Just here, I'll pull her out and start her over again. You can see I just pop the one side in. Just work our way around. Like I don't even put like barely any pressure at all. It just pretty much pops itself into place. So you don't want to twist them. Like I said, probably 100 times. So there's the inners ready to go. Just get her nice and packed in there with some Vaseline. Set it down. So there's the 4 inners. So now it's the outers here. Same thing here. Just go around with these. These ones sit on the inside instead of going on the outside, so they're a lot easier too. So just pretty much start at one end here. Sorry, I go off camera all the time. Pretty much, yeah, and just start at one end. Work your way around here till she goes. These ones can be a bit tricky. So there you go. Try not to get any waves. Like it'll seem like you have some extra slack there, but just keep working it around and it'll pop in there. So this one might be a little bit more wavier than the other one, but as long as there's no real twists, that's all that really matters. Same thing, give these a nice coat and pack them all full of Vaseline there. Move on to the next one here. Yeah, these are like Vitin freaking oil control rings there. It's pretty much what everybody gets in their kit unless you get one right from Mazda. So same thing. Just start off there. You can see I just kind of like work my finger around. Once the slack starts to build up, then it's a bit trickier. That one's in. So just freaking pack her up here. Lots of Vaseline. Sorry, this is kind of a crazy freaking video here. Just trying to look at the camera to make sure I'm showing you, and then I have to look at what I'm doing and I freaking move it off out of scene there, or whatever, off camera. Alright, so that one's lubed up nice and good. Same thing. Pop her in. See, I start at the top like that, just one finger on there, kind of just work it around. So this one I gotta make sure there's no real twists. Kind of went in a little bit weird, so pack her up, should be good. Got all the freaking stuff filled up there. Last one here. Let's get her freaking there. Got lots of Vaseline all on my hands. Freaking right. Yeah, bringing her off camera again. And I'm just messing around with this last one there. Check her out, she's good to go. Freaking pack her up full here. Just get her packed up with Vaseline and then pretty much good to go. So there you go, these are all ready to go into the engine or into the rotor now. So just gonna go wipe my hands off because they're freaking gross. So yeah, hold on. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna work on is the springs for the oil control ring. So you can see like on them they have a rounded end and then there's that flat end. So when they sit in the rotor, this rounded end sits down, there's a little dot in the groove there that it locks into, and then this little lip right here locks on. You can see on the back of this oil control ring it's got a lot of Vaseline there, but there's a little notch in there, so it lines up on that. But basically they're to keep when the rotor's spinning, like the oil control ring drags pretty much on the iron and it wants to spin the opposite way. Just so these pretty much just hold them to keep the things from spinning or whatever. So freaking anyways, but when you get like them brand new, they'll have like paint, like the rears will be blue and the fronts will be a cream color. So but if like you're using your old ones, like it's perfectly fine, but you just have to figure out which direction they're gonna go. So pretty much like when they're sitting down like that, yeah, so basically when this point's the rounded tips facing counterclockwise, that'd be front, like the cream colored spring, and then when it's pointing clockwise here, that'd be a rear, like the blue. So you can see on my one, they kind of have a little bit of cream on there, but the blue's pretty much all wore off, like either way. So pretty much those are all set up, so you just have, that's why I have like on the rotors the front and rear, so when I set everything up it's all in the right direction, because these have to be in a certain direction, and then the apex seal, those little pieces have to be towards the back of the engine. So just getting all that worked out there, so get those ready to go into the rotors there, and then I can move on. Okay, I'm still messing with those rotors, but I decided to do this on the side. I just gave that front cover a freaking coat of that graphite paint, and you can see here on my freaking rotor housings there, I sanded off that Mazda freaking crap, so you can see it came out pretty decent. It's not like 100% perfect, I guess, but you don't really see them too much. Alright, so this is the front face of my front rotor. So this one's going to be a cream because it's forward facing gear there. So yeah, so you can see that point facing down, it's pointing counterclockwise there. So I'll just get her freaking close. Yeah, anyway, so this one goes in the right here. It's got to find the little groove. So there's a little indent you'll see. Move that around. Just get my screwdriver here. Alright, so just get her set into there. You can set all down all the way around there. Yeah, so just make sure that little lip sits down right into the little groove thing, or the little dimple it has there. So this is the outer. So I'll find this one. Try to do them like somewhat opposite. And just get this freaking thing here, go around her. Yeah, so pretty much you start with the outer ring here, so just grab one of those that I have all made up here. So see that little indent I was talking about right there? That lines up with that piece that sits up on the rotor there. So make sure you got her locked in. Then kind of just work your way around with your thumbs. These Biden ones go in a lot freaking harder than the other seals, so it takes a bit of playing. Oh, as soon as you get one side, the other side will pop out. Frig sakes. Kind of keep it all down, work your way around, I guess. I think that's good. So you can tell they'll pop down a little bit, but they won't like pop out. Should have some free play in it. So that should be in there seated. So that one went in pretty easy. Yeah, just making sure it's down all the way. I had her for a bit. So then the inner, again, just find that groove. Freaking caked on the freaking Vaseline. So it's right there. So yeah, so there's the two oil control rings on this side. Just go around and make sure that they move freely, they don't bind anywhere. Should be good to go. Yeah, these should be good. Just double checking them. Like it. Don't want to freaking have to tear it apart because it miss something, you know. So yeah, everything's good here. This side doesn't pop down as much as I would like, but so that's good. So I'll just flip her over now. Let's give her a little wipe off here. So this would be the rear facing. So this one's going to be one of the blues, or the clockwise facing points. So I got my springs here, freaking clockwise facing points there. So, let's go around. Got that one here. Now find this one here. Yeah, so I'll start with the outer again. Find my little groove. Just line the son of a bitch up. That one went in really easy, so must be getting the hang of it. Alright, so now find my little thing. Everything gets coated with freaking Vaseline. There we go. There, so that one's freaking done. So there's the oil control rings in the freaking rotors now, so just double check everything. Check your other side, make sure it didn't pop back out, but they seem to all be good. Freaking right, so there, oil control rings installed on one rotor. Alright, so this is the gear side of the rear rotor. So this one's going to be a blue, because this is the back end of the rotor. So I'll get the springs here. And the outer. Freaking mess around with it for a minute. And the inner, where is the freaking dimple thing? Yeah, so again, start with the outer all the time. Freaking stuck together with the Vaseline. Find the little groove. Just start it. You can try to keep even pressure all the way around so the other side doesn't have a chance to pop out. They seem to go in pretty good. So that one's in already. So some people have problems with the Viton oil seals there. It's freaking. So yeah, so now I'll just do the inner. Find where my little freaking thing is here. Freaking caked with Vaseline. Frig sakes. And these inners go in pretty good. Yeah, so there we go, there's the one side. So one more side to do. This is the front face, so this is the cream color. Put this son of a bitch in there. And the other groove in here. Freaking outer. It's gotta be a bitch. This is the last one. Yeah, it should be in. Now the last one here. Little freaking dimple. That one's in. So there's the oil control rings installed on both rotors. So just go around and check. They should still be pretty springy. Like they should move around, but they shouldn't pop out. So yeah, I'll just get working on the next thing, which is going to be the side seals and corner seals. So if you're like me and you're cheap, you're freaking reusing your corner seals, but it's like perfectly fine. Like these don't really serve any really load or anything, but you can see like in the service manual there, it says like they're anywhere from 6.8 millimeters to 6.8 to 7 millimeters, and mine are like 6.88 freaking millimeters, so they're still within spec, like easily. Like they don't usually wear down too much, like at all, pretty much. So yeah, so Rotary Aviation sends you this little C-channel freaking rubber stuff. So pretty much you just gotta put it in there and like just cut it to size, because unlike the OEM, you can buy these pieces and stuff, but I don't know, might as well just use this tube here. So just getting her lined up, freaking, and then just get a razor blade and give her a slice. Pretty much, I'm gonna start with the clean end on both ends. You want up here? You can do these right up, like they're not really crucial. Here's my opening. Yeah, so you can see I got a little piece there. So yeah, you can do the rest of these. So pretty much like get it lined up, you can stick it off. Yeah, these all lined up. They're ready to send the rotors. Alright, so I cut those little freaking inserts there. Freaking, quite a bit left over in case you messed up a lot. So yeah, that's freaking one more thing done. So pretty much just get the side seals ready. Alright, so I got my one rotor here. I'm about to do the side seal. So I'm reusing these again. Like they're good too, like as long as you don't overheat the engine and stuff. But just check like their height to make sure they're still in like the tolerances there. But you can see like on the rotors, like there's a little number 1 and somewhere around in here, once the camera focuses in, there's number 5, and then number 3 right up in here. So and then on the opposite side there's 2, 4, and 6, just like so you can keep them numbered. So I already went through and checked all like the freaking gap there for the corner seal to side seal clearance there. But then I just went around and I numbered these just like to the appropriate groove there. So pretty much these ones are all ready to go, but once I get it working on the other one, I'll just go over how to like check the clearance on the side seals, because like if you get these new, you'll have to clearance them yourself. So pretty much you gotta like grind them down till you get a nice little fine point. Pretty much like it has to be the same angle as what the corner seal sits to the side seal there, so the side seal sits to the corner seal, whatever. So yeah, I'm just about to put those in. So I got my springs for the side seal here. So you can see one end has a painted tip on it, so the paint faces down like towards the groove of the friggin' side seal. So Yeah, just make sure that it sits down so that way like the two lips are facing up, because when I first was working on my other engine, like I was trying to clearance the side seals with the little lip facing down with the side seal springs upside down, because I was using just the older ones, and it'll like affect the clearance. So like I was getting like all these weird freaking gaps and stuff, and then I found out I had the spring in backwards, and then it was all working perfect after that. So I don't know, I'll just get these ready to go and then I'll freaking get back to you guys. Got this bag of latex gloves from the dollar store. Thought it was a good idea. They don't even fit on my freaking hands. Got big hands though, so that kind of sucks. Alright, so I just went around and I put in the corner seal springs and the side seal springs, so you can see those in there. Freaking just about to put in like the things, but first they're gonna go around and put a big glob of freaking Vaseline in each one of the corner seal grooves, and then pack some into there, like where the side seals all go, just because that's what's going to hold it all in place while it's waiting to get assembled. Alright, so I got all the corner seals and side seals all in place, so now I'll pretty much just have to go over. I'm going to put a nice freaking thick coat of Vaseline on there and just pack it all in so those seals stay in place while I'm moving the rotor around, like when it's getting the engine's getting assembled, so you don't want any of those to fall out. That's freaking for sure. So anyways, I'll just do that and then I'll get started on the other side, and then once I move on to the other rotor I'll like go in more depth because I got to check over those friggin' side seals on that one, so just hold on. Yeah, so there's just one last look. I got it all freaking caked with Vaseline, so hopefully those seals stay in place. Freaking get working on the other ones. Alright, so I got like the side seals and corner seals in on both sides, the oil control ring, so pretty much all that's left is the apex seals. So you put those in, and the apex seal springs don't go in until it's actually getting assembled. So I'm just going to set those in, 3 of them there. So this is my rear rotor, so the friggin' little piece will be facing the gear side there, so because it goes at the back. Alright, this is the part I hate the most because frickin' my apex seals always fall apart. So you can tell how good of a job you do gluing them because they frickin' fall apart when you try to push them in. But basically I got one in. 1 out of 5 didn't break. So I have to go back and frickin' glue those. Frickin' pieces of crap. Yeah, so I glued those a couple times and they kept just breaking, so I'm just doing them without the glue. So they're all just set in there, all the apex seals. So this one's all ready to go, so I just got to work on the front rotor now. Got all the seals, nice coat of Vaseline there to hold them all in, so you can see how it's like built up on both sides. It's nice and good there. Yeah, so I got the front rotor here. I'm just about to start clearancing the seal, so let's do it first without the Vaseline and just set everything in there real quick. So just about to get started there, and I'll get some more clips. Yeah, so I was lucky when I took my engine apart. I kept the side seal somewhat like separated. Like this was my rear rotor before, but I'm going to be using it as my front now. But I have this is rear rotor gear side, so I got that friggin' sitting up here. So I just have to like shimmy those around to the different sides till I find which one they all fit into, so it's not too bad. Alright, so I went around and I put in the side seal springs and the corner seals and corner seal springs and all that. So pretty much I just set in the side seals now first. Alright, so I have all the side seals in here. I ended up switching one out because it was a little bit bigger of a gap than I like. So I usually try to stay around like the 20,000s for all of them. So I have a pretty good eye. I can like pretty much just see how much of a gap there is there without using the feeler gauges. But it goes up pretty high. Like I think it's like 0.5 millimeters or 0.5 millimeter, like allowed for the maximum gap there. So that's quite a bit. So I don't know, these should all be ready to go and get Vaselined in now. Yeah, so I got the other side done. I just went around and did the same thing, like moved around the seals. So you can see there's like barely any gap at all there, so hopefully my camera focuses. Yeah, but like as long as there's that 20,000, so that's all that really matters to me. Like, because the maximums, like you would definitely notice by eye, like if there was a huge gap in between, but like it just helps to build better compression and less smoke and stuff. So friggin' that should be all good to go. So I'm just gonna take these out, put more Vaseline all down in the grooves and stuff, and can toss the apex seals in these, and then I'm like ready to go for the build. Alright, so that's the last rotor, all the friggin' apex seals and everything. So yeah, like I leave the apex seal springs out because they go in during the assembly. So this one's done, we got the other one over there, freaking. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So check out the next one because that's when I'm going to start building, and I'm coming back in the morning, so should be up the next day after this one. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.